Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot and to my latest reading, which is on, are they a narcissist, jerk, or something else? So I'm just going to add the caveat that I am not diagnosing the a-holes in your life, but because that's the caveat, but so this is for entertainment purposes only. That being said, it's very important to determine like what kind of energies are the people that we draw into our life, like what their levels of integrity, their levels of trustworthiness, whether they have dark triad personality disorders, because I have another video or other videos on are they a sociopath, psychopath, narcissist, or what dark triad or dark tetrad personality disorder they have. So this one's a little different. It's, are they a narcissist, a jerk, or something else? So that's the prompt that I was led to do. And I'm going to see what comes out in the 4 piles. So again, I'm not diagnosing anybody. This is for entertainment purposes only. Alright, so pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Think of a particular person, and you may even want to think of several different people, you know, because we've got various people in our life that are can be not very good, shall we say, for lack of a better word. And so basically think of a particular person and see to what the pile you were drawn, and let us get started. Okay, pile number 1, are they a narcissist, jerk, or something else? The blue pencil, pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So blue pencil crayon, pink pencil crayon, green pencil crayon, and red. So let's get started. Okay, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. What are they a narcissist, jerk, or something else? Let's see what it has to say, what the cards have to say. The blue pencil crayon pile. So let's see. We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm already getting something financial. It's somehow their issue is financial. So I'm hearing it's in reverse. So it's sort of like they don't have a lot of finances, and this causes them to overcompensate, or they don't have something that causes them to overcompensate for something. I'm hearing in a small number of cases they could use money to manipulate, but it's more a deficiency. What I'm hearing, they feel very deficient in sort of the earthly realm in terms of what they have. So this could be somebody who's, very deficient, but I don't know what the other 3 cards are yet. So that's just what I'm getting. It's important. And then, then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, that's like very much deficient. So they feel kind of almost sluggish, like they have a trouble moving forward, but I'm not quite getting exactly. I've heard the word, in some cases they're a temporary jerk or an occasional jerk is what I'm hearing for this person. I'm not yet getting any NPD, and so I should also state, I don't know if I stated in the intro, but someone can be very evil and narcissistic without having to be diagnosed. You have to have a 5 out of 9 of the you look it up online, but you have to have 5 of the 9 attributes to be a narcissist. And then and people talk about this all the time. Okay, what's the fine line between being a narcissist, narcissistic traits, and are they a jerk? But what I'm getting so far is this person is very deficient, and I'm hearing they may act out in a way that is very unpleasant because I just keep on getting this extreme deficiency. Even if they have finances, they may feel deficient, but it could for some be a very financial with a pentacle deficiency, but deficient is what I feel. What else? So I'm hearing they act out in a certain way. Okay, because they feel inadequate. So I'm hearing that they could act out in a really, okay, now I'm getting a picture of what the obnoxious way, like really say the wrong thing, partying, even cheating. I'm hearing going to a party, cheating on their significant other. So they've got this energy of base. So I'm getting more of the traits of narcissism. Because they're just so deficient, they act out by cheating, going partying, acting in really obnoxious, boorish. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse, he can be very, so I'm getting a very boorish, inappropriate way because they just feel so inappropriate, or they feel so deficient that they act inappropriate in some cases because of their extreme deficiency. And then, yeah, they feel very forlorn and broken. Forlorn and broken. Let's see what else can we get. This person may not say everything they are thinking, but they say things so that because they don't say everything they are thinking, they may say things that are very wildly inappropriate. Let's see what else. This person is, they feel kind of, there's a big cluster of negative emotions, guilt I'm hearing, and it could be because they've actually done something quite guilty, but it could be just guilty, so they act out. I'm seeing this image of like they spew really awful things, like they spew awful things to people sometimes. Yeah, they can be, I'm hearing they can be kind of bad with their tongue sometimes, and with alcohol, but irresponsible. They have this real side that's really irresponsible with their words. They're partying, they're cheating when they're partying, like, oh, I went to the party and I was drinking a bit too much. Sorry, I didn't mean to cheat on you. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that girl pregnant, but I was just drinking. But yeah, I keep on getting a sense of forlornness. If you go to this card, they feel quite forlorn and deficient as so they act out in a really obnoxious way because they're so forlorn and deficient and feel so emotionally deficient as well. Not having enough, they don't feel like they have enough in some way. Like it could be, various ways. And it's a feeling, right? It's a feeling, even though it could be in some cases they don't have enough. But let's see what else. So I'm hearing that they may have 2 of the attributes of the 9 personality disorders, but I'm hearing that I'm not getting that they, in most cases, have NPD, although in some small, it's a collective reading, they may, in some cases, it may go into that, but it's just a really deficient, and I'm not saying that they're a good person, but I'm just saying that because I'm hearing in a lot of cases, and I'm hearing in some cases they could be not that bad, but in some cases they're really a really bad, just snotty, smothering, gross energy because they're so deficient. It's almost like because of their extreme, which I mean everything comes from a self-image, so it's sort of like, but because of that they act out in a really but dirty and damaged way. And I'm hearing that in some it could be, sexual licentious, is that the right, sexual licentiousness, because he can, it's an earthy card, so it can kind of go into that realm. I'm not sure words I should say on YouTube, but it's sort of like that kind of energy of let's see if maybe a bit more messages. They act more important than they actually feel. So that's why some people could say they're narcissists, because that's a big, that's a big narcissistic trait. So they've got some energy of narcissists, like they act more important than they feel, and it's extreme inadequacy, which narcissism is. But I'm just saying they may not have, like if you went to a diagnostician or whatever, they may not have 5 of the 9 traits, but they definitely have those energies, if you will. Yeah, they feel very, very deficient. I keep on hearing that again. They feel that their needs are never met. They have heavy childhood trauma, which with lots of things stem from. They feel kind of heavy and dark too. They have some dark energy, which could lead them to some sort of dark sort of places, dark actions. And I don't want to trigger the YouTube algorithm, but do it, like they could kind of be a little bit darker in terms of their, shall we say, their proclivities. You can know what, can guess what that means, sort of a darker energy, but they're just, and I'm hearing they could be, in some cases, soulless. They could be soulless. Their soul could have left their body. Their soul could have left their body in some way. Their soul could have, yeah, been gone, and it's sort of like I'm hearing that their soul could have been murdered in some way. So sometimes they murder other people's souls, but kind of a dark, gross energy. I think I'm going to leave that behind now, and we're going to move on to the second pile, which is the pink pile. Let's see, are they a narcissist, jerk, or something else? All right, pile number 2, the strength. So I'm hearing that this person is very out of control, is what I'm hearing. This person is very, they feel quite out of control. They feel quite powerless. So I'm hearing powerless, powerless, powerless. So, but we're going to see, are they a narcissist, jerk, or something else? I'm hearing the word jerk, that this person could be a jerk. Let's see what more information we get here. The emotions are very like they're very, I'm hearing in some cases they could be very draining to those closest to them, because they feel so powerless. So they try and control other people, and they end up draining their energy is what they do. Like they are very draining. I'm hearing draining. And they can be a real jerk because they feel such powerlessness in their life. And I can hear they could have like a snooty, yeah, they have a snooty attitude, a mean, snooty attitude. I'm hearing like those, they can be kind of two-faced, and like those, I'm seeing this image of, like, you know, in high school, like the mean girls type thing. I'm hearing, yeah, mean girl energy. So I'm hearing not a very nice person because they're deeply powerless and just very emotionally damaged in emotion, just completely disconnected from their emotions. Powerless, disconnected from their emotions. Let's see what else we have here. They feel very impatient, but it's really not with their circumstance. It is basically with their like it's with themselves. So I'm hearing that they feel this unsettledness within themselves. So they're constantly, I'm hearing that they bring emotional, they try to control other people, and if that doesn't work, if they're not able to control other people, then they it's like what I'm hearing, I'm seeing this image of they go through different steps. I'm hearing these layers with this person to the levels of jerkiness. So kind of a two-faced energy. If they feel that they can't control the situation, then they basically become more poisonous. And it's just because of this they're not resolving, I'm hearing they're not resolving something within themselves. So they're constantly, yeah, I'm hearing there's layers to this personality. If you get the first layer, you're good, but then if you feel the second layer, it gets worse. So I'm hearing it gets, the more you get to know this person, the worse it gets. That's what I'm hearing. The more that you because sometimes it's the opposite way, right? You get, you sort of get close to someone and it's sort of a more, so yeah, I'm hearing a jerk, and it's like layers to your face. So the more that you get to know the person, then you start to know their lack of sort of goodness, their lack of love, their lack of sort of integrity and character. They don't have a lot of integrity and character. They don't have a lot of they're just not made of very good stuff. They're not good. They're made of a very, they're not good. They're not made of a good material, shall we say. That's what I heard. They're not good, but yeah, I keep on seeing these layers. And it's sort of like, it's like you trigger one layer, they're kind of bitchy. To trade the second layer, they're super mean. And then 3, evil. And then I hear pile 4, or not pile, but layer 4, they can be super evil once you get to the layers. And I'm hearing, yeah, these could be layers too. Like you get, they can be super evil, and it's a bit of a jerk though, a jerk that can be super evil. But yeah, I hear super evil. So maybe even a little bit, maybe in some cases a bit of sociopathy, and that they don't care about other people. They don't care, like they're just basically willing to say whatever, do whatever, they're willing to do whatever to get their manipulative needs met. their manipulative aims, not even needs, but aims. That what they see is their needs, but what isn't really their needs, because they're not really getting what they genuinely need. So because they're not getting what they genuinely need, I'm hearing 7 layers of hell. That's interesting. Yeah, 7 layers of hell, and the worse it gets. So I wouldn't recommend probably intermingling with this person unless they get some emotional help. But yeah, I'm hearing a real jerk and layers of hell, and the worse it gets. Let's see if we can maybe pull another card. Oh wow, I pulled the Knight of Cups again. So that's very significant. Let's talk a little bit more of that energy, the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups can be, because see what happens is I combine 2 card decks, and so if I get something again, then that's very significant. So they can be quite it's almost like a labyrinth of emotional manipulation, because this guy can be very emotionally manipulative. The Knight of Cups. He's your smiling liar. He's your love scammer. He's the guy who smiles to your face and then stabs you behind the back with all this smiling. You're smiling liar. Like I say, love scammer. You're over the ocean. What do you call it? Love scammer, pretending to be something. So they've got really shady, gross energy, almost slatey, manipulative, and the layers of hell, the worse it gets. But in terms of I'm hearing 85% of the cases, they probably, even though they're really all those bad things, they probably wouldn't get a diagnosis of even though I'm not saying they don't have narcissistic traits, but when it comes to having the 5 of the 9, to be actually officially diagnosed, they may not be diagnosed. I'm hearing maybe for 10% of the cases they might be, but most of the time they're just not just. I'm not saying it's not just, because being a jerk is very profound, right? But because I'd argue that if somebody's a super jerk enough, it can even be worse than. Well, not all. I mean, it can be worse than somebody that has NPD if they're a real jerk sometimes. But not to say an NPD is very serious. It definitely is, and they can really toxifyingly mess up people's lives. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. The 7 layers of. So yeah, I was called to pull another card, and I pulled the Knight of Cups. So that shows that it's really significant. The Knight of Cups. So what's it like? Let's see if something else. I'm related to the Knight of Cups because, let's see if I can just get something. Okay, Knight of Cups, lovers. I'm hearing this person is very poisonous in love. It's very poisonous, and they're damaging. They've done lots of damage to people in love, or even, not even just love relationships, but like they're very poisonous to the people that they say that they love, is what I'm hearing. The Queen of Wands, it combined with the Knight of Cups, the dark side of the Knight of Cups, the emotional manipulation, the slidey, smiling liar, slimy 7 layers of hell type thing. But with the Queen of Wands, yeah, I'm hearing they're very abusive, bossy, and cruel to the people that they say that they love, but that's not love at all. So I'm hearing the people that they love the most, they abuse the most, they control the most, and they are mean to the most. So yeah, so that's definitely it could. So I'm hearing, yeah, in some cases it does actually go into NPD, but not all cases. But in other cases, a real jerk. I hit 10% NPD. I'm hearing more like, maybe edging towards 15% NPD, but 85% quote unquote just a jerk, which can be really quite severe as well too. So I hope I adequately picked up the energy of that pile. And let's see pile number 3. What do we have for pile number 3? Hello, pile number 3, the turquoise color. I'm kind of getting a covert. I'm thinking of under the water. That's immediately what I thought, a covert narcissist. But let's see. Yeah, 10 of Cups, Page of Swords. Yeah, covert. I always think when the Page of Swords, this particular rendition of the Page of Swords, it always feels covert. And so I'm getting a really, yeah, covert narcissist is what I'm hearing. The world, that doesn't, if they don't get what they want, they feel very, this with the sun and the world, and then the Ten of Swords. It's sort of like, if they don't get what they want, all hell will come to loose, and they're very much about image, and they're very much, it's like they protect. What I'm hearing is that because the Ten of Cups can be very much an image, a pretending card, like pretending. You see that this is going on, and this is going on, pretending, and I'm seeing they protect their image at all costs. They protect their ego at all costs, and they're covert. And with the Page of Swords, I always sort of, yeah, like I say, it's sort of like that sort of, okay, let's see what else can we get. Let's see what I can channel about this. They always want to be first. It's very important that they win at all costs, and I'm hearing they could use very underhanded tactics to get what they want. So very sneaky. I'm hearing in some cases very covert, sneaky vibe. And it's almost like I'm seeing this image of like a slithering monster under the lake that you don't know is there. So that would be a covert energy, narcissist energy. But yeah, slithering. Let's see what else I can get. Okay, slithering energy under a lake that you don't know is there. And I'm hearing they don't think that anybody is onto them. And in some cases that's true. Some people are not onto them. But they have a very, I'm hearing disturbed, fractured psyche, where they're able to sort of look good a lot of the time. Like they can hide, but they're the type that would, I'm seeing this image of, if they want a job, they'd sneak in, and I'm not saying they necessarily would do this, but sort of sneak something around in the computer to make it look like someone else is not qualified or something, like sort of like make them make it look like somebody is not qualified, or something like that, to get their aims. Like they'd sneak into some place and pretend to be something they're not. Or let's see what else in it, what other energy. Let's see, I'm gonna pull a card. 6 on the top right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hearing it that with this, people move away from them, and other people can't figure out why this is the case. Like I'm hearing it, you're like, oh, why did that person leave that person? Like, why? They seemed like such a nice person. And I'm hearing they're not, the people that don't know why people leave this person, they're not seeing the whole picture about what this person is like. They're very hidden. I keep on hearing with the High Priest, because the High Priestess can be very hidden, right? And sort of like the hidden. So it's like, you're like, oh, why do all these people leave? Oh, must be a coincidence. I mean, here it's not a coincidence. These people, they figure out what this person is like. They figure out what's behind their facade. And I'm hearing it. I think this image of it shoots out sometimes, and then people figure it out and they leave. And you may not have known what this person, the High Priestess, you may have, and when you finally figured out, you left this person because you just. But they have kind of they can have a nice facade, and I'm hearing that they're actually dead inside, or they're almost not the person, like that they, maybe they had some sort of trauma. They're not the same person anymore. Almost like I'm trying to figure out what exactly that means, but they're almost taken over by mental contraptions, and they're no longer the person that they're just no longer that the same person that they were before, or something, or maybe they didn't change, but you figured it out and you changed. I'm hearing, yeah, you figured it out and you changed. So yeah, they were the same person all along. but it may have appeared to you that they changed, but they didn't change. They were always that person. They were always that sort of snake in the grass, and you just didn't pick it up because, or you may have an inkling, but it was hard to pick it up, and then you finally did. You thought, oh, they're just completely a different person than I thought. And I'm like, oh, they're the same person they were all along. Let's see some other messages I can get. They will always put themselves first. Always is what I heard. They were always, I'm hearing they are incapable of putting themselves second. Incapable. And that's a strange thing to say, because incapable, oh, they're incapable. I'm hearing their psyche is so damaged. Like, I mean, because we all have to put ourselves second sometimes. We all have to put ourselves second. And like, they are incapable of putting themselves second. They will never, I'm hearing they will never even put themselves second for their kids. Their needs will always be beyond. So I feel bad for you if this is your parent or something close, but yeah, they're incapable of putting themselves second. Let's see what else. They are incapable of truly loving another person. They are incapable. Their heart is almost cold, and they are incapable. They don't have the heart for it. And again, it's probably not making an excuse. Probably childhood trauma, but let's see what else. Incapable and loving, incapable. I keep on hearing incapable of putting themselves second. Like, they will never do that. They see it as an affront to put themselves second, and why should they ever put themselves second? They're just too good to put themselves second. They always be first, and they can't understand why they wouldn't be first. They just, so yeah, getting a real, like, this is actually, yeah, like they feel like they could be diagnosed, yes, with the five of the nine, look it up, the NPD. They could be five of the, I don't know exactly what 5 of the 9, but yeah, you have to have 5 of the traits consistently, and they do. But I'm hearing that they don't. They found a way to sort of blend in to society, is what I'm hearing. So that's traditional, covert narcissism. You look it up too. Overt, covert. They're different types, but yeah, this definitely tends towards they could actually have an official diagnosis. Not to say when people don't have an official diagnosis, they could be quite sufficiently bad as well. But yeah, I'm getting a sense that it's a general reading, so I'm not saying everybody, and this is for entertainment purposes only, but they could actually have an official diagnosis of that. Let's see what else. Let's see what other information I can get. Yeah, I keep on getting, they keep people in distress. Yeah, they're incapable putting themselves second. I'm hearing they could do really, I'm hearing they could do nasty things to get ahead or put their kids ahead. Like, they could, I'm hearing something like, start, for example, right? Because sometimes you just get these kind of examples. Like, if they wanted to get their kid into a good school, they'd have no problem with starting a rumor that another child is a bully or something worse in order to get their place. Like, they'd have no trouble doing something surreptitious or to get their child into a good school. And if there was another child in the way of their child being in a good school, they'd have no trouble telling that this person's a bully. And I'm getting also an image too, like, they could be like a stage mom, like, one of those moms that wants their child to be in show business, and then they could be like like, if there's another child in line, like, they would do something like underhanded, like, I don't know, like lure the child away so their child could be in first in line. Do something like sneaky, like, oh, or say, oh, to the director, oh, that child, you really shouldn't hire them for another acting job because the mom, it has an alcohol problem, and oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but like, it's just so they can take the spot of their child going forward type thing. Like, They have no trouble putting them first. And it's almost like their mind, their inflated narcissistic ego allows for them to do these things because of their, oh, well, I can do that because I'm just so great and my child deserved it anyway, or I deserved it anyway, or they'd like, or they might steal something or steal an idea. I'm hearing, yeah, they'd steal an idea. They'd have no trouble stealing an idea and passing it on their own as their own. So keep that in mind if you work with this person. They like guard your ideas from this person. I just got that message. Like, yeah, they could steal your idea. They'd have no trouble stealing it and putting it in their own because, oh, well, because basically I would have thought, like, the kind of a reasoning, right? I'm kind of getting this person's head. It's sort of like, oh, I stole it because I would have thought of it anyway. But no, you stole the idea. Oh, but I would have, the thing is, I would have thought of it anyway. So I would have thought of it in like the next 3 or 4 days. So I can just steal the idea from somebody else. So yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting with a person. Not a good energy, and kind of a dangerous energy too, like a emotionally dangerous energy, but not being seen as that way. Like not being, not being, like, they can hide it, so that's particular covert. So yeah, definitely getting the covert narcissist, but they could definitely be a diagnosed, and I'm hearing, yeah, they'll do anything. I keep on getting it. They'll do anything to be number one. It's the Ace of Wands. Anything, absolutely anything to do number one. And I'm hearing they could go. I'm hearing however far you think they might go to be number one or to get what they want, it's deeper and it's worse than you might think. I'm hearing that I'm hearing you may have sniffed the surface of this person, and however I'm hearing even you who has already seen this behavior within this person, you might actually be shocked. So I'm hearing this is a good opportunity for you to enhance your intuition about what is going on with this person, what they're capable of. It gives you a chance to sort of understand these kind of types and enhance your intuition, because this person has a real sleight of hand is what I'm hearing. Interesting. So I'm going to get out of that energy now. I hope you enjoy that Pal 3. Enjoy my other readings. I have various readings about different topics like this and a whole bunch of different readings. You check out my playlist and a whole bunch of other videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you very much. Have a good day. All right, Pal number 4. Hello, Pal number 4. What do we have for this? Okay, red. So let's see what cards we have here. Materialism. I got this heavy afflicted energy, and then I pulled out materialism. So and I'm not quite getting whether they are narcissist, jerk, or something else. I'm just going to go where the energy leads me. But I got this heavy afflicted energy. And if you look at this color here, it's just not really a very vibrant color. It's not very, it doesn't feel all that nourishing is what I'm hearing. So it's sort of like they feel kind of dead inside, but what are they capable of? What are they? Just let me get a drink of water and I'll be right back. Well, not right back, I'll be right here, but just a sip of water. Just, so doing all this talking, you start to just need some water. All right, and let's collect my thoughts. So what I'm getting at first is sort of like a oppressive energy, like really controlling, oppressive. And then I hear the sound of like a shriek, an absolute shriek. And then King of Swords. So I'm getting a dark energy, with a very dark energy. And I'm hearing, yeah, they could be a narcissist. I'm hearing it's 50-50. But it's not whether they are an actual diagnosable narcissist. But let's focus on this. So they could be a diagnosable narcissist, but let's focus more on the energy. So they're really oppressive, very oppressive, because they feel afflicted, because they feel so afflicted with, you see this card right here, it's clearly afflicted, right? Materialism, they're afflicted. Because they're afflicted, it's like it's almost like materialism, the King of Swords, it goes together in this particular spread that we're doing. And it's sort of like they oppress other people. I'm hearing a very oppressive, they could be in some cases an overt aggressive narcissist. It's very oppressive, and they like to, oh yes, and then we've got these Okay, these cards, very oppressive, that likes to afflict on other people. And see, we've got all this energy. Two of these cards are in chains. Two of these cards, see the materialism, and then we've got Eight of Swords are in chains, and then the Magician. So they are. So the first thing, so what I'm getting is that like an overall energy of like oppressive energy towards other people. They're so an overt energy I'm getting, but it could be a dark energy, it could be an overt energy. But let's get some more. Let's get some more energy for this. So they will do whatever it is to get what they want and to preserve their ego at all cost. And how they gain their power is by afflicting other people, because they're so afflicted. So they afflict other people. So I'm hearing this could go. I'm hearing that this pile it contains a lot of different energies, but that's the main theme. But we'll go into those different threads. So they could afflict their children. They could afflict their workers. They could afflict people with like mean words, like a real aggressive energy, meant to like their psyche sort of wants to make people feel like this, like conflicted and trapped. And they're always looking over their shoulder. They're always looking over their shoulder, and very suspicious. I'm hearing too. Very, very suspicious. Like they're always checking their back. They're always convinced that people want to have something over on them. And I'm hearing that they've created this situation. Like I'm hearing people wouldn't have wanted to have anything over them if not for their horrible behavior, is what I'm hearing. But it's sort of like they have this almost demonic presence of darkness, I'm hearing, and affliction. And it's sort of like super suspicious. Like somebody wants my stuff. Somebody wants my status. I'm hearing as status is very important to this person. Status. They want to be the king of the heap of whatever it is, and they have to, and almost a self-righteous narcissist, I'm hearing. So they could be a very self-righteous narcissist. They want to be the king of their heap. They want to control their domain. They want to control everybody else. They want to, I'm hearing if they could have everybody in chains doing their bidding, they would do so. They would, they would definitely do so if they had the power and the wherewithal to do so. But I'm hearing they don't, and that's one thing that they're quite bitter about, is the fact that they don't have the power that they feel that they self-righteously deserve. Like they don't have the power that they self-righteously deserve. Like they should be the head of the church. So I'm hearing with some, it could be a religious narcissist. They want to be the head of the church or the head of their family or head of whatever, like their organization, and they're frustrated because they can't get everybody in line with what their desire. So it's like controlling other people is super important to this person, but it's always for their own justified, you know, they have a reasoning why this is acceptable, if that makes sense. Like they think, well, I should because I should be the head of the door organization because I'm the best. And but are you really the best? Like it's like they're very much, they want to be the head of the organization, like sort of the matriarch, like sort of with the Four of Wands, sort of like they want to be the head, they want to be the victorious, and they want to be the head. So it could be a female or a male. I'm here, could either be a female or a male, but the energy of it could kind of be more a male energy, or I'm hearing a female with male energy, if that makes any sense. But it could either like the overt sort of that kind of, you know, like assertiveness. Not to say assertiveness is good, but in this case it's overrun and not, you know, narcissistic and bad, if you will. Right, let's see what else. Let's see the magician. Let's see. They They want to have all the power in the world, because at some level, and they would never say this, but they think that they're a god, or they have a god. So I'm getting a god complex. If you look at this magician, right, when it's like they believe that they should have all the power, because essentially they are God, but they would never say that they should be the god of everybody's lives. And yeah, a very arrogant, blustering energy, like a very arrogant and blustering and sort of controlling, sometimes manipulative, but energy. Let's see, what other I'm hearing, by their fruits you will know them. So not that I'm religious, but I'm just hearing that by their fruits you will know them. So if you want to know what is in this person's heart, and their heart is not good, look at the fruits of what they have created. Look at the energies that are very close to them in their family. That sort of, what are the energies around them, because that is who they are. The energies around them is who they are as a person. And I'm hearing, look out for this person's aggressive tactics. They could be, I'm hearing they could be manipulative as well with words, but they could be overtly aggressive. So I'm getting more an overt narcissist, but it's like energy, overt narcissistic energy, but it's sort of like they could basically aggressively control one with words as well too. And manipulation, underhanded manipulation, aggression mixed with underhanded manipulation. So I'm hearing in some cases they could actually be physically aggressive, but not in all. That's only a small point. It's more like the energy is very aggressive, and also they're very aggressive, and then also when they're like manipulative. So yeah, underhanded manipulation, control. What else? Yeah, here I'm hearing, by their fruits you will know them, and I'm hearing. Look at the person who hates them the most. Who are they? What do they see? So I'm hearing, look at the person who hates them the most. And this could be in their family, or this could be in some organization, could be a family, but I'm hearing, look at the person who hates them the most and who loves them the most, and you will know all that you need to know about this person and about who they truly are. Interesting. And I think that the person who hates them the most, the black sheep, is probably the wisest. Yeah, is probably the wisest person here. And the person who hates them the most is probably the wise, and the person who hates them the most is the wisest person, and the person who loves them the most, or is attached to them the most, is the most damaged. So hates the most, wise, loves the most, damaged. And then keep on getting afflicted. We've got two cards of like just constriction here. Constriction. Very, yeah, I wouldn't, and these kind of folks, they can be quite conscience, and I'm not saying, because sometimes they can be, a narcissist, they can be conscious, not have a conscience, but it's not the same as a sociopath, because a sociopath knows what they're doing is wrong, and they don't care. A psychopath knows what they're doing is wrong, and they don't care. They don't care about image. They don't care about, what it looks like. But like a narcissist, they don't always know what they're doing is wrong. They justify it. So the narcissist will justify it, where a sociopath and a psychopath doesn't give a rat's whatever. They don't care. But a narcissist, like their image, and so I'm getting this energy of just really this coiled, controlling, egoic, angry, underhanded, nasty man or woman. Interesting. So yeah, this, yeah, not a good energy. So I'm hearing, yeah, I'm hearing use your wisdom and how you, I'm hearing use your wisdom and how you engage with this demonic beast. Use your wisdom and use it as an opportunity to interesting. I'm hearing use it as an opportunity to fine tune your spiritual skills, perhaps even your intuitive skills, but to your spiritual skills. Interesting. So that's what we have, and yeah, that's what we've got. So I think I started yawning. I think the energy is just a bit much for me to still be in. I'm gonna cut myself off this energy because I don't really want it in my room. So I'm just gonna like clear it and just, yeah, let the sun release it and just release this energy now because don't want it energy in my space. But it's disturbing and yet kind of intriguing doing these readings as well. But nonetheless, we want to clear our space of this energy. All right, thank you very much for listening. Hope this is helpful. Goodbye.